Number 2 seeds coming in by Joe Lunardi. Now, with the Villanova loss, had Houston currently installed as a 2 seed by Joe Lunardi won, he'd have bumped them up to the 1 line coming into their game against East Carolina. But look, if you're Houston, you should be beating teams like East Carolina. 0-17 all time against top 5 teams is East Carolina. So things certainly favored Houston. Tremont Mark finds Dejan Giroux, drains the 3. Giroux, a game-high 25 points. On the next East Carolina possession, Jaden Gardner loses the ball. Houston moving in transition. Marcus Sasser. This goes Fat and Sasser down the sideline. Houston down only 2. Later, East Carolina up 4. Justin Gorman, bad pass. J.J. Miles goes down the court. Mid-range jumper fundamental. East Carolina up 6. Under 8 left. Pirates up 5. Gardner ball inside. Not called for the up and down, and then hits the floater. Gardner at team-high 21 points. So then Houston, they were just sloppy last night. Giroux turns the ball over. Tristan Newton puts him up 9. Then Tremont Robinson-White puts this one on ice. East Carolina goes on to upset Houston 82-73. Their first win against an AP-ranked team since 2002. Want to bring in our college basketball analyst, Seth Greenberg. 19th time that multiple top 5 teams were in action on the same day, but it was the first time that multiple top 5 teams lost on the same day. Meanwhile, number 1 Gonzaga, number 2 Baylor, both undefeated. They look dominant. Coach, what's your take on if they're by far and away the 2 best teams in the country?
They're by far and away the best 2 teams in the country. They're just different. They're just built different. Their ability to play through problems during the course of the game because they got more dudes. They got more guys that can make plays. Think about Gonzaga. I call it a no-huddle offense. They come at you at warp speed, and it's just not just one player. You know what? Jalen Suggs can initiate it. Or Pittsburgh, every time he shoots the ball, you think it's going in. He catches the ball at the high post, he rips it, he drives it, he gets to the basket and makes a play. But they can bring Andrew Nebhard off the bench. Joel Ayayi had the first triple-double in the history of Gonzaga basketball. They've got Bauer come up the bench and protect the rim. This team is just different. They're an elite offensive team, second in pace, number 1 in offensive efficiency. But Baylor's different also. They don't have 5 starters. They got 8 starters. And their backcourt, Davion Mitchell and Jared Butler, think about this. They're 1 and 2 in assists and steals in the Big 12. By the way, they all both shoot over 40% from the 3. Oh, that guy right there, Matt Meyer, he comes off the bench. They got dudes coming off the bench like Adam Flagler and Meyer that just can take over a game, but it's defensively where they're different. Their defense is like a boa constrictor. Eventually, it just suffocates you. The best defense I've seen in college basketball since the 89-91 UNLV running Rebels of Jerry Tarkanian. That's how dominant they are defensively.
Big Ten teams in Joe Lunardi's latest bracketology, including 1 seed in Michigan, 2 seeds, Ohio State, Illinois, and a 3 seed in Illinois as well. So Iowa's got as a 3 seed rather. No conference has more than 7 teams going dancing, that according to Lunardi. If 10 big teams do, in fact, make the tournament, it would be the most the conference had ever sent to the big dance. So plenty of depth, Seth, in the Big Ten, but the conference hasn't won a national title since Michigan State back in 2000, which seems hard to believe. So in your mind, which Big Ten team does have the best chance to win it all?
I'm going to say the state of Michigan. I think Michigan has a legitimate chance to win it all. And obviously, they're on pause. And when they come off pause, who knows what they're going to be. But if you look at this team, maturity, toughness, they've got a unique roster. They play with 2 point guards. And Mike Smith, the point guard transfer from Columbia, gives him some easy offense, taking over Xavier Simpson. Then up front, they got these big athletic wing guys. Isaiah Livers can score, can shoot the 3, and Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner is a floor gamer at 6'9". He can make plays all over the floor. But the immovable object is Hunter Dickinson, the one freshman that they actually play. He's a 7-footer that doesn't mind being a 7-footer. He's going to get on the left block. He's going to catch it. He's not trying to be a small forward. He's not trying to be a 2-guard or a power forward. He's going to the left block, catching it, and scoring it. I look at this Michigan team. They're top 10 in offensive and defensive efficiency. I'm going to put that in English. They get a good shot, and you don't. That makes them a legitimate team, along with Gonzaga and Baylor. I think that's the next team that has a chance to win the national championship.
Have to give a lot of credit to Juwan Howard and what he's done for the Wolverines. By the way, they were close in 2018. They lost in a national title game to Villanova. That's our Seth Greenberg.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.